And so the returning hero, or villain, depending on your point of view, was back at his place of work, besieged by autograph hunters intent on grabbing FaceTime with the little Ulsterman whose killer goal against England will be remembered for generations.
There's no bigger honour for me scoring a goal at Windsor Park, and to be a winner against England, it makes it even more special.
It was, without doubt, one of the biggest results in the history of home nations football. A huge scratch in the shiny paintwork of Sven-Göran Eriksson's prestige. And now there is a slice of uncertainty about the rest of the World Cup campaign. So, what do those patriotic Leeds United fans make of it all?
Of course I was pleased for David Healy to score a goal, but obviously divided loyalties, isn't it, to be truthful?
When that goal went in, being a Leeds fan and a Northern Ireland fan, I mean, that's just perfect for you, isn't it?
It's an all-win situation, isn't it? Get rid of him.
What, David Healy?
No,
the other fella.
Eriksson, yeah.
For all that people this side of the water bemoan England's cluelessness, this was a magical moment for Northern Ireland and Lawrie Sanchez, who, like his predecessors, has never been let down by his leading goal scorer. But Leeds of late have felt he could have given them more. He managed only 7 goals in 29 appearances last season, and he's struggled to just 2 so far this campaign. Wednesday night had convinced Kevin Blackwell to stick with him in the side. The first half started in a torrent of chances for Healy, who looked as if he still had that Windsor Park roar in his ears. But Wayne Henderson in the Brighton goal was a match for everything he had to offer. Twice he saved from Healy's early snatched chances. 30 seconds later, he won a free kick 25 yards out. And Eddie Lewis nearly netted. 5 minutes had been played. The action didn't let up. 2 minutes after that, the goal opened up for the Ulsterman, and he should have buried it. On Wednesday night, he would have done. But Brighton were growing in confidence and carving out chances on the counter. Midway through the first half, they finally got it right. Seb Carroll fed Leon Knight. It's a simple game, as they say. That was the end of a run of 4 clean sheets. Kevin Blackwell clearly wanted more from his strikers. Now he needed more. And the second half took on the pattern of the first. Early chances fell to the Leeds front two and evaporated just as quickly. And Brighton, by now energised and full of danger, took advantage of the home side's anxieties. This time Leon Knight paid back the man who'd laid on his goal, Seb Carroll. He took a step and drove it in. 2-0, 52 minutes gone. David Healy survived a double substitution as Richard Cresswell and Jonathan Douglas came on, but still no change in their fortunes. Brighton stood firm. Then suddenly, there it was. The opening which had eluded the front line, and this time Healy was to make no mistake. Elland Road erupted. It had been coming. A few minutes later, it came again. Healy is a player who thrives on confidence. I think we can say, by now, he was confident. Boundless pressure now from Leeds. A winning goal hung in the air, and so did Cresswell. Not to be this time. Brighton looked lost. They rarely ventured up the park now, but when they did, it stunned the home crowd. It was Sean Gregan who got the last touch. That was tough. It looked like David Healy's afternoon would end with a booking, not a hat-trick, unless deep into injury time they could muster one last effort. Healy's shot, Jonathan Douglas's follow-up, a fabulous end to a shimmering contest. Brighton should not feel robbed. This was a fantastic game of football.
I mean, I try and buy players to come here to look with one eye to, if we can get in the Premier League, that we don't have to have a wholesale change. And I've always thought, you know, that I put every penny I had last year when we had none on David Healy, so I know how good he is, and that's why I brought him in.
Well, it would have been nice to hear David Healy's thoughts after such a dramatic end to the greatest week in his career, but he disappeared off into the night and gave the waiting press the slip. Shame, really. He's a superb player, and he's developing a nice little allergy to talking to the media. Must be Premiership class.